In forms of media, such as movies, TV, and books, we like to have a sense of closure at the end of them, and playing video games is no different. But if this is the case, why are many of us drawn to games that don't truly end? There are many different types of games that never end, such as racing games, competitive games, minigame collections, etc. And when you think about it, these are some of the most popular genres of games. But if we like closure and these don't provide us with it, then why do so many people play them? A large draw of the competitive game genre is the ability to test your skill against your friends. For some, this is the only type of game that they like to play. They use this as a social opportunity and nothing more. So they aren't looking for some amazing narrative-driven adventure, they just want to sit down and experience a game with their friends. In the case of competitive games, each individual match provides a small sense of closure, but nowhere near the amount that a story-based game brings you. Games that let you experiment with each playthrough are also great for a game to play with friends, and this way they keep enticing you for one more playthrough with your friends. So they may have a story-based end, but the experiences the game offers do not. Racing games like Mario Kart are also games that you can sink hours and hours into and never be truly finished with it. And it also makes you feel really cool when you've been playing it for so long and you know all of the strategies and where all the shortcuts are. Maybe you even found some unintentional shortcut that shaves off just a bit of time. And using this knowledge, you can try and compete for a world record in time trials. So it also offers some external motivation for you to keep playing. And the age-old party game, Mario Party. It is the perfect game to sit down and play with family or friends. Even when you know all of the minigames and boards, it still provides excitement because the outcomes can be different every time. Not to mention, bonus stars add in a whole extra layer of strategy, if you want to call it that. You can try to aim for the most coins or minigame wins, and so many more. And what makes it even better is the fact that it is so simple that it's accessible to anyone you want to play with, even those that don't play games. This can lead to many fun times that you may not have had if it wasn't for the genius of Mario Party. There are certain games that do have an endpoint, but then also give you access to even more things to do when you beat the game. The two most popular games like this that come to mind are Minecraft and Terraria. By nature, these games are sandbox. You can play them however you like, and you don't have to stop when you beat the final boss. You can continue to build your world up, make your base bigger and better, and try to collect many different things. If you are a content creator like myself, these games can also be vessels to tell your own story, because of the way they are made. You can make your own narrative and play along with it. This makes it a much more appealing way to consume and create stories than it would be to write a book, for example. Because with the gameplay and mechanics of these games, you can create whatever kind of story or challenge and have it made exactly how you planned it. And you also have the added appeal of these being such popular games. And we haven't even talked about modding yet. These games are so open with how they are built that they allow for community members to easily add their own additions into the games that they love. They can add more bosses or weapons, events, even stories that weren't there before. There are so many mods that add so many things to do, so that even when you have played through the mod multiple times, you still haven't even come close to seeing all it has to offer. Some great examples are RLCraft and CrazyCraft for Minecraft, and Thorium and Calamity for Terraria. All of these mods have so much to add to their respective games, and they make the games we love even better than they were before. A roguelike is a genre of game that when you play, it is usually quite hard, and whenever you die in the game, you get sent back to the beginning and lose your upgrades from that run. But you usually have a set of upgradable skills that don't reset when you die, and you also keep your weapons when you die in some of the games. This can lead to it literally going on forever if you just keep dying and restarting every time, but usually these games have different level layouts each time you play through it, leading to some rare boss fights or rare materials that you can only find if you happen to get lucky enough to have that room spawn on one of your runs. But they also offer a wide variety of build types that each offer their own type of gameplay experience and will keep you coming back for more. Cozy games and simulator games are some of the best known games for never truly ending. In simulator games like The Sims, you can keep going forever, building bigger and better homes, and also making interesting people in your own little bottle world. City Skyline is also another example that comes to mind. You can build whatever type of city you want with the tools available to you, and there are very many. I don't usually play many sim games, so I am no expert on them, but I am somewhat of an expert on cozy games. Although similar to sim games in that they are usually farm sims or life sims, or a combination of the two, they offer a whole different experience. They let you build up your farms or lives to however you want them to be. They also let you interact with characters in many different ways, and you can make whatever decisions you want. Even if not given officially by the game, you can choose whatever you want to do with the people and the quests they give. My two favorite cozy games are Animal Crossing New Horizons and Stardew Valley. Animal Crossing New Horizons is one of my favorite games ever. It offers so many different things to do. Even pulling weeds, which I hate doing in real life, is somehow made fun by this game. It is all of the little things that you can do to support your own little island community and keep it functioning how you want it. Once you get the ability to terraform, the possibilities are literally endless to how you want to make your island. There are also so many furniture options that you can design your house and outside on your island however you want to. It also gives some more freedom and customization to your island because it lets you choose who you want to live there. The likelihood that you and another person have all of the same residence is very slim. Possibly one of my favorite parts of the game is the Happy Home Paradise DLC. It gives you the freedom to design homes however you want with whatever you want, and you don't need to spend your own materials on it. This provides an endless experience that can be customized to what you like, and it is awesome to do this for many of your favorite villagers, as you can make a home that you like and that you think they will like based on your interactions with them. Stardew Valley is another great cozy game. You can truly play it in whatever way you want, and build relationships with characters that you like, and you can also choose to not interact with those you don't. There are many versatile ways that you can make money, and it opens up many opportunities. Each time you start a new farm, you can choose to play it in different ways. You can make money off of different things, and decorate your farm in new ways because there are so many options. Up until now, I have just been giving examples of games that don't end and talking about why I like them so much. But now I want to talk about why so many of us are drawn to these types of games. Some of us like never-ending games just because they provide us with a fun experience without having to use too much brain power to absorb a story. This can help us unwind after a long day of work or school, and sometimes that's all we need. But there are other reasons as well. With games that never end, we have all the time we want to digest what is happening, planning what we want to make of it, and we don't feel the need to finish the game. We just keep coming back to the game as long as it's fun. This can be nice because if you put in so much time and energy, you don't feel the pressure to finish the game like you would with a narrative game. With a narrative-driven game, it can be easy to fall into the sunk cost effect if you make it through a lot of the story and are so close to finishing it, but you just don't want to play it anymore. Then you rationalize your need for closure by thinking, I'm so close, I may as well finish it. But then you end up not having fun with it. All of us gamers need to realize that just because we have played a game to near the end, that we have to finish it even if we're not having fun anymore. You have to realize that there is no obligation for you to finish the game. If you're done having fun with the game, then that is that. You got what you wanted out of the game, and it still provided you with a fun experience to a point. If you are confident that you are not going back to fully finish the game, you can sell it and get some of your money back so it's not a total financial loss. That is the great thing about games that never end. You have the freedom to know that there is no overarching story that you will miss out on if you don't continue to play. You get the absolute freedom to choose when the game is done for you. Although humans need closure, we also need to have a sense of control in our lives, and the nature of games that never end allow for many possibilities for us to control how we want to experience them. This sense of control is very key, especially in our modern lives, where it feels like we have less and less control over what happens. I hope you all enjoyed this video and maybe even found it relatable. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it helps the channel out a ton. I hope you all have a great rest of your day and good gaming to you all.